death notification process, and informing government entities and agencies. That's our topic today. We'll get started right after this. When a family member or friend has passed away, notifying all of the government agencies and entities is a very important step. And making those notifications to those agencies and entities of our government is one of the first things that you should do, and you should do it definitely in a timely manner. The reason you should do it is because notifying the government agencies and entities of someone's death, it really reduces extremely well the risk of identity theft and sets in motion the last wishes of your loved one. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kim Ward. I am a certified probate real estate advisor here in beautiful San Diego, California. And what my team and I do is we help executors, administrators, and trustees with homes in probate or trust administration. So let's continue on with the death notification process. Please keep in mind that this following list may be needed. The first thing you need is a copy or several copies of the certified death certificates. They will need to have a specific raised seal on them. Second, you'll need to know the decedent's Social Security number. The third thing is you may need a copy of your decedent's driver's license or their state ID. And the fourth thing is if you are the executor or the administrator, you will definitely need a copy or copies of the letters of administration that will be appointed to you by the probate court. This particular document gives you the legal standing that you are now the representative of your loved one's estate. When considering the notification of death, check with the funeral home to make sure that they may or may not have done any type of notification of your decedent's passing. You'll want to make sure that you do this before you begin. Check with the funeral home because you don't want to replicate anything that they have already done. If they say no, they have not done any types of notification, the first thing you're going to want to do is get on the phone. You'll want to call all of the entities and follow their instructions carefully. I've provided you with a general list of the government agencies, and these are the agencies that you want to consider notifying as soon as possible. The Social Security Administration, and their phone number is 800-772-1213. Veterans Administration, if the decedent was former military. The Defense Finance and Accounting Services, and that entity is for military service retiree receiving benefits. The Office of Personnel Management, 888-767-6738, and you would do this if your decedent is a retired or former federal civil service employee. You'll want to contact the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service at 800-375-5283 if your decedent was not a U.S. citizen. You'll need to contact the State Department of Motor Vehicles, the DMV. If the decedent had a driver's license or a state ID, contact the government agency for the state in which he or she resides. This next bit of information is for financial companies that should receive notification of death. All the credit card and merchant card companies, you'll want to contact banks, savings and loan associations, and credit unions. Through the death notification process, you'll want to consider the following. You'll want to consider notifying life insurers and annuity companies, health, medical, and dental insurers, disability insurer, mortgage companies and lenders, financial planners and stockbrokers, pension providers, automotive insurer, and mutual benefit companies. Next, we'll talk about memberships that should receive the notification of death. This is a list that you can consider notifying. Professional associations and unions, health and athletic clubs, auto clubs, the public library. You'll want to contact the do not contact lists. You may want to contact alumni clubs, high school, college, and training schools. You may want to contact Rotary, Kiwanis, Lions, veterans organizations, and clubs. For a small fee, you may want to consider placing a notification of death with the name of your loved one on the deceased do not call list. This is maintained by the Direct Marketing Association. Once your loved one's name has been posted on that list, all the members of the DMA will effectively delete your loved one's name from their mailing lists. This is the information for the Direct Marketing Association, or DMA. Next, let's cover credit reporting agencies. It is recommended that you contact all 3 credit agencies. You'll want to make sure that they receive a notification of death. You'll also want to request that all of the accounts be listed as closed. Account holder is deceased. Again, this helps to reduce the risk of identity theft. As indicated earlier, you'll need copies of the death certificate, identifying information of the deceased, and again, a copy of your letters of administration. You'll want to check with each one of the agencies so that you complete the proper forms for that agency, because bottom line is you want them to be notified of the death. You may also want to request a copy of your loved one's credit report. That way you'll have a list of all the creditors that your loved one had. And you'll also get to see any kind of recent activity on your loved one's credit account. The agencies, of course, are Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. You'll want to follow the steps for each one of them to be able to obtain a copy of their credit report. I will leave this information on the screen as I complete this video for you. So the first one is Experian. You can reach them at P.O. Box 9701, Allen, Texas 75013, or you can go to www.experian.com. Their phone number is 888-397-3742. The next one is Equifax. Their address is P.O. Box 105069, Atlanta, Georgia 30348. They can be reached at www.equifax.com, and their phone number is 800-525-6285. And the final one is TransUnion at P.O. Box 6790, Fullerton, California 92834, or at www.transunion.com. Phone number 800-680-7289. I hope you find this as a good list, helping you to consider the entities that you should notify of your loved one's passing. You want to make sure that they receive notification of death, but of course there may be additional entities or agencies that you should also contact. In addition, you may wish to ask your attorney if there's anything that we've missed and any entities or agencies that should be informed with a notification of death. I sure hope you found this of value. I enjoy sharing this information with you and hope that it makes things a little easier for you. So please let the YouTube algorithm know to show this to others like you that could use this help by subscribing to my channel, hitting that notification button, and liking and commenting. I love to read your stories and I always answer your questions. Thanks again. I'll see you next week.